When you hear the word nutrition, a few familiar things probably come to mind. Eat your vegetables. Sugar is bad for you. Watch your calories. And of course the weightlifter's trope that all you need is protein. We may hear these cliches all the time, but we don't often stop to think about why we say them or if they're even completely factual. The truth is, nutrition is a lot more nuanced than these catchphrases suggest. Nutrition is defined as the process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for health and growth. It plays a crucial role in overall health and everyday function. Better nutrition is linked to improved infant and maternal health, a stronger immune system, lower risk of chronic disease, and even increased longevity. So while the common advice about nutrition sounds simple, what's happening underneath is anything but. Let's get started with the basics. Nutrition is not just about calories or how many grams of what are in your snack bar, though those things do matter. This is where the difference between nutrition and nutrients comes in. You maintain good nutrition by eating healthy foods that contain nutrients. Nutrients are defined as a substance that provides nourishment essential for growth and the maintenance of life. In other words, the building blocks for your body's fueling and functions. That's still a tad vague, so nutrients are often divided into two categories, macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are composed of the broad subdivisions of carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Carbohydrates are generally considered fuel and include sugars, starches, and fibers. Proteins are comprised of structured chains of amino acids and aid many essential processes within the body, such as the production and reparation of body tissues and the regulation of hormones. Lipids, which are found in fats, oils, and meats, help store energy and assist digestion. Micronutrients, which are vitamins and minerals, are just as essential. They perform a variety of roles, including the synthesis of blood, immune system upkeep, and muscular contraction. For example, females are recommended to consume more iron, which is a micronutrient, when menstruating to replace lost blood, and individuals with weakened immune systems might take vitamin C and D supplements. Macro and micronutrients can be found in just about every food you eat, in varying amounts and types. Each food group provides some essential nutrients, but no one food group provides everything, which is why variety is key. So what happens when you don't get proper nutrition? There is some truth hiding behind the phrase, "you are what you eat." If you never eat well, your body won't feel or look well either. Malnutrition doesn't just mean eating too little. It means having insufficient or improper nutrition overall. There are several different forms of malnutrition, including undernutrition, inadequate levels of micronutrients, and obesity. Without proper nutrition, the whole body suffers. It becomes harder to maintain a stable weight, fight off illness, or avoid chronic diseases. There are many illnesses associated with malnutrition, including but not limited to osteoporosis, scurvy, rickets, anemia, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart failure, and immune suppression. Those are just a few examples showing how important it is for the body to get the nutrients it needs. So, how do you actually get those nutrients? Well, the first thing to remember is that each person has different nutritional needs. Women tend to need more minerals like iron and calcium, but generally less sugar. Men tend to need more protein. A slender, shorter person might need less food overall than a taller, heavier person. Aside from this, simply being mindful about what you put in your mouth can go a long way. Generally speaking, the more processed a food is, the less nutrient-rich it is. Unless it is specifically formulated to be healthy, processing typically strips a food of its value. One helpful strategy is using substitutions. If you're struggling with a sugar craving, opting for something like fruit or a drink of milk is generally better than something like Jell-O. And if you feel like you desperately need something crunchy and salty like a potato chip, your body may just be asking for electrolytes, which are charged minerals suspended in body fluids, a common example being salt compounds. In that case, a sports drink might be what you really need. In summary, nutrition isn't about perfection, simplicity, or rigid rules. It's about understanding what your body needs, recognizing the role that food plays in keeping it at peak performance, and making mindful choices that will support your health down the road.